Oh, hey, there I am. That's pretty quick. All right, I can't sing like the Jasons, and I'm not as funny as Chris, but I'm gonna do 3 or 4 songs for y'all, and then make room for the rest of the entertainment. Well, you ain't real sharp, said the knife to the spoon. You might as well throw rocks. The man in the moon, you're just a wasting your time. Well, that's all you're doing. Ain't beat a dead horse, but it still won't run. There's been too much said and too much done between the two of us. It can't be undone. So I'm just sitting on my porch here, whistling a tune and thinking, if I never see you again, well, it'll be too soon. Never still too soon. Got your shades of gray and your shades of blue. Well, I'd have turned and run away from you the very day that we met. Oh, if I'd only knew. But that was then, and this is now. No, I can't go back. If I could somehow, you know I'd burn that bridge before I ever crossed it. Because I tried too hard for way too long. You never tried at all, unless I'm wrong, but I'm afraid I'm right. Lord, I wish I was wrong. I've had troubles I borrowed and troubles I bought, and a lot of bad thoughts I wish I never have thought. And you were one tough lesson I wish I'd never been taught. Oh, but I'm not that dumb, and I'm not blind, and it's out of sight and out of mind. Shit, it ain't that easy. At least it's not for me. So I'm sitting on my porch here, whistling a tune, thinking if I never see you again, well, it'll be too soon. Never still too soon. Thanks. Thank you. I wrote that song about a friendship that went kind of sideways, and it's not really that sad of a story. This here is a sad story. This is about the current state of affairs. This is called Monsters. Well, I still kind of remember when I was very small, hiding up under the covers, not sleeping at all, because I imagined a monster was lurking under my bed, with long sharp claws and jagged teeth, just waiting to tear me to shreds. A bloodthirsty, nightmarish creature from the fiery depths of hell. I was scared to death. I took one deep breath and let out a blood-curdling yell. Well, my sleepy-eyed dad was a patient soul, and maybe he remembered when he was 5 years old. He smiled and gave me a little pat on the head. He bent down and checked under my bed. He said, "Look, son, there's nothing under there except for one stray sock and a pair of underwear, and a couple of dust bunnies in the corner by the wall. Nothing to be scared of at all." So I breathed a big sigh of relief as he tucked me in. He said, go to sleep, there's no monsters in here. You'll be alright, good night, son, sleep tight. Now I don't fear the dark like all those years ago, but I'm still scared of monsters, cause now I know the womp's safe in bed and there's none under there. Monsters walk among us, they're everywhere. Today I saw a monster on the 6 o'clock news. Fake tan, fake smile, and wearing alligator shoes. Another I heard him talking about on NPR, selling propaganda and holy wars. Monster selling poison, monster selling lies, giving no fucks for who lives or dies. You can run, but you sure can't hide, no escape. No matter how you try, 'cause monsters turn up about any damn place. Some are real sneaky, some get up in your face. But a lot of days now I just stay in bed and I pull the covers up over my head. See, I don't fear the dark like all those years ago, but I'm still scared of monsters, 'cause now I know while I'm safe in bed and there's none under there. Monsters walk among us, they're everywhere. Thank you. All right. What do I do? I'll do one or two more and get out of the way. This is a true story. This is a song I wrote based on actual events, except that in the first verse I sing about breaking my arm. I didn't. I broke my ankle, but I'll be damned if I could rhyme anything with the word ankle. So this one's called Lessons. When I was 8 years old, I broke my arm jumping out of the hayloft on my granddad's farm. My homemade cape, it didn't work so well. I hit the ground and it hurt like hell. Then there was the time in the middle of the night when I got out of bed without turning on the light. I stumbled in the dark, and wouldn't you know, I kicked the corner of the dresser and I broke my little toe. Oh, the pain and the agony from the damage that I managed to inflict on me. One wrong turn and you can crash and burn, but you got yourself a valuable lesson learned. I was living in a dream till I went up in Smoke Island and fell and my heart got broke. Such an awful damn tragic thing to see when my dream collided with reality. Well, soon after that I broke my damn brain. It bent and it twisted, but it couldn't stand the strain of wrestling with the things I can't control or change, and trying to make sense of things I can't explain. Oh, the pain and the agony from the damage that I managed to inflict on me. Worst feeling by far that I've ever had. No broken bone could ever hurt this bad. Well, that arm I broke, it healed just fine. Hell, it hardly ever even crosses my mind. And the toe I broke also healed okay, though it's still a little crooked to this very day. But it's a different story for my poor old heart. It's too badly broken and torn apart. All my thoughts and all my feels tell me some breaks never completely heal. Oh, the pain and the agony from the damage that I managed to inflict on me. You'd think I know better, guess I'm not so smart, and that's how I wound up with all these broken parts. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Let's see, I'll do a couple more and I'll This is a song I wrote about a spider. Could be a metaphorical spider, maybe not a real one. Well, it's a scary world we live in, as anybody knows. There's every kind of trouble anywhere you go. So go out and bravely face it, or just stay here instead. Safe and warm and tucked in, snug here in my bed. Then a sudden realization when I was filled with dread. My safety's an illusion and my moon dead. There's a spider on the ceiling, hanging by a thread. A spider on the ceiling, he's right above my bed. Inch by inch, he's creeping a little closer to my head. The spider on the ceiling, he's hanging by a thread. So I lay there frozen, just paralyzed with fear, wondering if I might escape or if my end was near. I threw off the covers and jumped up out of bed. I tried to run but stubbed my toe and fell and cracked my head. It's a scary world we live in, as anybody knows. There's danger, danger, danger everywhere you go. And there's that spider on the ceiling, still hanging by a thread. Spider on the ceiling, he's right above my bed. Inch by inch, he's creeping a little closer to my head. The spider on the ceiling, he's hanging by a thread. All right, I'll do one more and get out of the way. Thanks to Jason and Alicia for having us here tonight. This is a great event. Absolutely a wonderful festival. This is my version of the Diving Duck Blues, for lack of a better idea. I didn't write the chorus of this song, obviously, because it's been around, it's older than dirt, but I did rewrite the verses. I walked into the tavern, I took a seat at the bar. I walked into the tavern, I found my seat at the bar. I said, hey bartender, won't you please hide the keys to my car? Well, if the river was whiskey and I was a diving duck. If the river was whiskey and I was a diving duck. Well, I dive to the bottom, I never ever come up. Well, you got what I need, won't you pour it into my glass? Yeah, you got what I need, won't you pour right into my glass? I can't see much future and I ain't real proud of my past. Well, if the river was whiskey and I was a diving duck. If the river was whiskey and I was a diving duck. Well, dive to the bottom, I never ever come up. Well, the jukebox in the corner, it's playing the same old song. Yeah, the jukebox in the corner, it's playing the same old song. And I'm starting to think I've been sitting here way too long. With the riverless whiskey and I was a diving duck. If the riverless whiskey and I was a diving duck. Well, I dive to the bottom, I never ever come up. Yeah, I dive to the bottom, I never ever come up. Thanks, folks.